Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a show where we read author's mind and not their book. Meanwhile, I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. Today we have Dr. Krish Gangadharan with us, the author of A Rogue's Love Diary. Welcome to the podcast, sir. We are highly grateful to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you for having me over.
Okay. So, sir, before we get into the list of questions, I would like you to just introduce yourself, to the listeners, to the readers who have read your book and who are going to read you in the future. So just about your background, about your childhood and all those things.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for asking me this question. So as you have introduced me to the readers, my name is Krish Gangadharan. This is my pen name. And this is actually my first work of fiction. The name of the book is A Rogue's Love Diary. And I have written many other works. I've written non-fiction works. I've written textbooks. I've written lots of journal articles. I've written consulting reports. I've even written legislations, basically the Emission Trading Act, part of it for the New Zealand government. So a lot of my life has been spent in writing things. But fiction, perhaps this is my first published fiction work. So I am a new author for most readers now who are reading fiction. Now, regarding my background as a person, my parents are still there. They are in India.
Okay.
And I was born in. I'm actually a Tamil Indian. So my parents are from the state of Tamil Nadu, and I come from a city called Madurai, which is like around about the middle of Tamil Nadu, you can say. But my father was in a transferable job, so we used to move from one place to another. Therefore, I was born in Orissa, and I studied a little bit of my education in Bangalore, a little bit in Chennai, and my high school in Calcutta, and then my PUC or 11th and 12th, as we call it, in Bangalore again.
Okay.
Then my graduation in Bangalore, and then I studied in Manipal before I moved to Australia to complete my master's and my PhD.
Okay. So it looks like you, if you roam from here and there, like if you live in different culture, then all of a sudden, and then all the mixtures, help us to improve our personality, right?
Absolutely. Then you learn languages. Like for example, even in this book, A Rogue's Love Diary, there are multiple languages. Obviously, English is the mainstay. It's an English book, but because the protagonist is a Tamil-speaking Indian, so there's a lot of Tamil that they speak in the family that comes in the book. But I mean, readers don't have to worry because there's a technique by which you have a narrator and you have somebody standing next to them who doesn't know the language. So every time they say something in Tamil in the natural flow, there is somebody to translate the context. Then because it's happening in Bangalore, there's a little bit of Kannada in the book. And then the climax of the book actually happens in Calcutta. So there's a little bit of Bengali in the book. And all this has happened only because I know Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, Bengali, Hindi. I know these languages, so I'm able to actually include these languages, and that makes you richer as a person because you read the literature of so many languages, so many great writers in regional India. I mean, I know when you talk about great writers, people talk about English writers, but actually there's no dearth of fantastic talent in Indian writing, and we are Indians, right? So even if we are reading in English, there's this Indian touch we need. And so regional language writers are a great source of inspiration, story, and narration style, which I've actually learned a lot from.
Definitely.
So it really helps to be in different cultures.
Okay, so that's really said true. Like whatever happens for a good reason, right? So that transferable job of your dad helps you to write nowadays. The experience.
Absolutely, and like your experiences become so varied.
Yeah. Okay. So, sir, as the book is released, so would you like to give us some more insight of your book? Like, what are we expecting from this book, or people who are going to buy it? What can they expect? What kind of story? What kind of the plot they can expect? Like.
Absolutely. As a new writer, new author, one of the greatest difficulties is for people to trust and believe that the time they spend and the money they spent in the book is worth it. When you look in terms of money, perhaps the book is, on Kindle, it's $150. Then, Kindle Unlimited is free. The MRP of even paperback is only 199, be it in Flipkart or Amazon. So I mean, cost wise it's not that prohibitive, but what often authors don't understand is that you're looking at the monetary cost that you're placing for buying the book, but there's also a non-monetary cost, an implicit cost of reading time you spend in reading the book. Because when you read the book, you don't see a TV program, you don't see the latest Netflix show, or you don't read the book of Michael Crichton or Stephen King, or one of the great writers like maybe even Sarath Chandra Chatterjee or Rabindranath Tagore, or you don't read these kind of, or Chetan Bhagat, or Neil De Silva, or you don't read these kind of books of these people. So you're reading my book. I'm an untested commodity, so I'm grateful for the fact that you're giving me a chance. But what I can guarantee is that I've never met somebody who's read the book and told me it was not worth their time. So people have found the book quite entertaining. And one question that somebody did ask me was, is this book a romance story? Some people ask me, is a book a thriller story or a suspense story? Now, when I actually wrote the book, since this is my first book and it is something that I had to get out of my system, I really needed to write this book. It never occurred to me to think, am I writing a romance book? Am I writing a black book? Or am I writing an erotic layered romance book? It never occurred to me to think along these lines. I just had to get that story out. So it was basically the story, and I never thought about the genre. So there is romance in this book. There is family relationships in this book. There's friendship in this book. The mainstay, of course, is romance. The story is pushed through by romance. So absolutely, if I had to pick one thing, it would be romance. And there is suspense and a thriller element in this book. And there's a lot of writing innovations in this book that perhaps people will pick up as they read this book a couple of times. One thing is that, जो कहते हैं सस्पेंस एक चीज होती है कि भाई किसी ने किसी को जान से मार दिया, तो सोचते किसने मारा होगा, इसने मारा होगा, उसने मारा होगा, लोग गेस कर लेते हैं कि कुछ हुआ है. So when you know that there is a suspense and the suspense is going to break, you start guessing what was the story behind the suspense. But इस book में एक clever storytelling ये है कि आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि suspense कब शुरू हुई है. जब सस्पेंस खत्म हो जाएगा तभी आपको पता चलेगा, अरे यार सस्पेंस था, मैंने सोचा क्यों नहीं था कि ऐसा सस्पेंस था. So the suspense itself in this book is a suspense. You don't know when that suspense is going to come. Okay. And you can't even guess that a suspense is going to come. That's one thing about the story. So the suspense becomes very violent, and it becomes a thriller, and it becomes a mystery. In the beginning, there's a lot of romance. And in the middle of the book, when the protagonist's moral repugnancy starts, where his downfall starts, at that point of the book kind of becomes an ero layered in eroticism kind of a book. Okay. So it's not that I'm trying to put a lot of things and make a masala package or anything, but the way the story narrates is एक आदमी की जिंदगी की एक स्टोरी है. तो एक आदमी की जिंदगी में बहुत सारे ऐसे चीजें होती हैं जो this gets captured in this book. So you can expect a lot in this book in terms of the story. And of course, as we go forward, perhaps if you give me an opportunity, I can even tell you about the writing innovations that I made in the story. But for now, I can move on to your next question.
Okay. So it seems like so interesting, sir. So my next question to you, what motivates you to write on this topic?
Like I said, it was more a cathartic process. It was something that I had to write. Okay. It was something that was bursting from me from inside, that I had to get it out of my system for various reasons, some disclosable, some non-disclosable. If you read the book, you will realize that there's a lot of things in this book that can destroy a person's soul. Okay. So sometimes letting these things off is very useful in the sense of getting getting the story out, relieving yourself of so many things. So perhaps I didn't have a choice but to write it.
Okay. So can we expect more such books from you, sir, or you want to experiment a little bit and try some other genre as well?
I do have a couple of books in after this. Okay. This book, obviously, as I said, you can call it a romance, but it's not strictly a romance. If you're expecting a boy meet girl and they fall in love, this is definitely not that book, right? I mean, one of the main problems
Indian
I had,
type of books.
any romance book, right? So one of the biggest problems I had in this book when I was writing it, or after I'd written it, was I was, लोग पहले कुछ pages पढ़ के एक बना लेते हैं कि ये एक assumptions होते हैं, ऐसा होता है. And in fact, reviews में भी लिखा है, हमने सोचा था यार कि कवर इतनी डार्क है, बुक कितनी अच्छी क्यों? आपने भी तो पहले कुछ पेजेस पढ़ के सोचा होगा ना कि हल्का फुल्का सा रोमांस है, आपको भी ऐसा लगा था, आपने मुझे बोला था इंटरव्यू के पहले, बट आपको पता चलेगा कि जैसे आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा पढ़ेंगे, it becomes a tragedy, it becomes really really dark, it becomes violent and everything. But पहले जो स्टार्ट होता है और एंडिंग जो होता है उसमें तो कनेक्शन तो ब्यूटीफुली जाता है अकॉर्डिंग टू पीपल्स रिव्यू, बट इट्स नॉट द सेम थीम. सो इसमें कोई जॉनरा नहीं है. बट अगली जो मेरी एक बुक में वेरी स्पेसिफिक जॉनरा है, शायद द ऑडियंस हु आर हियरिंग दिस मे नॉट बी द राइट ऑडियंस फॉर दैट बुक. वो उस बुक का नाम अभी तक रखा नहीं है, बट इट विल बी प्रोबेबली समथिंग लाइक लवनॉमिक्स. इन द सेंस ये ऐसी बुक है कि इट्स एक्चुअली टेक्स्ट बुक. एक रोमांस स्टोरी चलती रहती है और रोमांस स्टोरी के इवेंट से हम we bring around some economic concepts and explain the subject of economics using a story. That's got a very textbook genre.
Okay, then that's quite a different thing
on black magic. एक ब्लैक मैजिक के ऊपर एक स्टोरी है मेरी थर्ड बुक. वो भी एक चेन्नई की एक रियल लाइफ स्टोरी है, 1950s और 1960s की, मच बिफोर जब मेरे फादर यंग थे तो उनके जिंदगी में नहीं हुआ था, उनके घर के सामने या बाजू में पता नहीं हुआ था एक स्टोरी. और उस फैमिली का क्या हुआ आज तक किसी को नहीं पता. एक फैमिली गायब हो गई थी जस्ट फ्रॉम द हाउस वन डे, एंड बहुत ही डिस्ट्रेसिंग सिचुएशन से थी. और इट्स एन इनक्रेडिबली इंटरेस्टिंग एपिसोड. इट्स गॉट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ अ हॉरर ब्लैक मैजिक काइंड ऑफ एलिमेंट टू इट. दैट विल बी माय नेक्स्ट बुक. और उसके आगे सोचा नहीं अभी.
Okay, so do you believe in black magic, sir?
नहीं, मेरे साथ तो कभी नहीं हुआ. मैं यहाँ बाहर आ गया तो लोग कहते हैं इंडिया में है एक्सेट्रा, एंड मैंने भी अपने घर वालों से तो सुना था, डेफिनेटली मेरे फादर और मदर से सुना था. my father was not married when this black magic incident happened in his area, so my mother hasn't seen it. but मेरे फादर ले लीजिए या उनके भाई वगैरह ले लीजिए, बहुत डरते हैं ब्लैक मैजिक से.
Definitely in India, sir, it's like
परिवार ऐसा हो गया.
In India, like it's like when you will come to like northeastern part of India, like in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar side, or in Jharkhand as well. There's a lot of like these things happening here and there, like in the villages and all those things. And even you can say that in villages, most of in India part, like black magic is like quite a most probable thing which is happening. Like people don't go for doctors, I can say. They just go for some baba, fakir and all those people like to cure. And
वो तो आप हीलिंग की बात कर रहे हैं ना. ब्लैक मैजिक जनरली कनोटेशन होती है किसी की जिंदगी बिगाड़ने के बारे में होती है, एंड वो डेफिनेटली होता है. वरना इतने सारे स्टोरीज मैंने इतने लोगों के घर में सुना है. इंडिया में लोग कहते हैं कि ये हो गया वो हो गया, एंड अफ्रीका में भी ऐसे बहुत कुछ स्टोरीज सुनने को मिलता है. in a western economy perhaps आपको इतना you don't hear in Australia, or you don't hear these things happening, but in Africa, India, South America, I do hear these stories. होता ही होगा मेरे ख्याल से.
Definitely, because sorry. Okay, so now coming to your personal life, sir. Okay, so we have talked about your book, we have talked about from where you belong and all those things. Now coming to your the personal life, like where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in terms of writing and as an author?
Nowhere in particular. मतलब मैं लिखता हूँ अपने शौक से, and writing is not a full-time career for me. And so I'm 5 years later, अगर मैंने 4 किताबें लिखी हों, and obviously I will write a book only if people like it. अगर किसी को ये book अच्छी नहीं चली तो obviously I won't write the next one. अगर वो नहीं चली तो I won't write the next one. So unless आप लिखते क्यों हैं? आप अपने लिए थोड़ी ना लिखते हैं. लोग पढ़ेंगे, enjoy करेंगे. उसमें से and जब कहते हैं ना कि क्या कहते हैं कि if for an artist a word of praise is the greatest remuneration. कहते हैं ना, जो गायक हो या लेखक हो या पेंटर हो, as a writer the greatest compliment and the greatest remuneration you get is somebody's appreciation. So if people appreciate, then you get an opportunity, or you feel like you want to write a little bit more, and that is when I do it. So if things go well and people like the book and they read it, perhaps in the next 5 years I'll write 3-4 books. This is as far as my writing plans for the future is concerned.
Okay. So do you have like any fixed writing schedule, or is there no schedule, or you write in the day, like we have talked to a couple of authors, and they were like they think in the at the night time, and they write in the morning and all those things. So do you have any schedule just like that?
Sir, I have never met a writer who doesn't think at night.
True.
रात को जब सोने के पहले लोग सोचते हैं कि कहानी में आगे क्या लिखें, उसमें सबसे ज्यादा आइडियाज आते हैं रात को सोने के पहले ना। और उसमें क्या है कि एक एडवांटेज ये भी है कि नींद आने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है। वैसे भी मैं बहुत ज्यादा सोता हूँ तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है, बट फिर भी इट्स काइंड ऑफ इजी टू थिंक। जब मैं छोटा था तो मैं क्रिकेट के बारे में सोच के सोता था। आजकल मैं कहानियों के बारे में सोच के सोचता हूँ कि क्या होगा। बट लिखने के जो ये है वो आई डू नॉट हैव द लिबर्टी ऑफ having writing as a full-time career, or even dedicating 3 or 4 hours or 2 hours of writing every day. बहुत सारे accomplished लोग हैं, बड़े writers जानता हूँ, कुछ लोग they become full-time writers, and कुछ जो अभी भी काम करते हैं, कुछ लोग dedicate करते हैं सुबह के 2 घंटे या रात को सोने के। जनरली मैंने ज्यादा सुबह के बारे में सुना है, लोग डेडिकेट करते हैं, बट मेरे पास वो ऑप्शन नहीं होता है, बिकॉज मेरे फैमिली कमिटमेंट्स हैं, वर्क कमिटमेंट्स हैं, बिजनेस कमिटमेंट्स हैं, तो उसमें मैं बहुत बिजी रहता हूँ। एंड सो आई एम नॉट श्योर कि मेरी जॉब भी राइटिंग है, तो कंप्यूटर में बैठ के पहले मैं वो काम करूंगा ना जिससे घर चलता हो। ये थोड़ी ना कि यार ये इसको क्या हुआ, चंद्र को आ गया, दीदी को क्या हो गया, ये थोड़ी नहीं लिख सकते हैं। मतलब मन तो करता है मैं कहानियां लिखूं, बट प्रेशर होता है जॉब का। तो सो आई थिंक ऑफ जब मुझे राइटिंग का चांस, लोग कहते हैं ना राइटर्स ब्लॉक, मुझे कभी भी नहीं होता राइटर्स ब्लॉक, बिकॉज हर रात को सोचने में भी तो कोई पाबंदी नहीं है, तो मैं हर रात को सोच के कहानी बनाता रहता हूँ, बट वो लिखने का अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिलता मुझे। बट देन व्हेन सडनली आई गेट लाइक 2-3 आवर्स, कोई काम नहीं है या कभी इतनी एंथुसियाज्म बढ़ जाती है, एक कहानी तो लिखनी है, तो एक शॉर्ट विंडो होता है, और विंडो में बहुत कुछ लिख लेता हूँ मैं, बिकॉज आई कंसिडर इट एज अ मैसिव गिफ्ट ऑफ टाइम फॉर मी to write this fiction book when I get the time. So I never have a writer's block at all. Never, not even once have I had a writer's block. So I just go and write whatever it is that I gotta write. Because for me, the opportunity to write is a very big gift when it comes to me. So I just write it whenever I can.
Okay. So like as we can see that there are many authors coming every day. Like in bulk, we can say that the authors are coming, like books are being published. So do you feel competitive, like neck to neck competition in the writing field? And yeah,
I think the writers have always been there. I mean, writing is like running. They've always been runners, right? And there've always been cricket players. But today you see more cricket players because of IPL. And in the past, you didn't see that many cricket players because the only option they had if they didn't play for India was to play Ranji Trophy, which didn't have that kind of visibility. But cricketers have always been there. Exactly like that, writers have always been there. But I think they get more visibility, that there are more writers because of self-publication routes, right? And self-publication options. Yeah. So definitely, I think there are writers here. And there's I cannot talk about competition that writers give me, because what you got to understand is जो कहते हैं ना insider outsider model कहते हैं, जो already established है वो insiders होते हैं, जो बाहर के लोग होते हैं outsiders होते हैं। जैसे बॉलीवुड में होता है, किसी के बच्चे हैं आप, तो आप insider होते हैं, और कोई बाहर से आ जाता है, जैसे शाहरुख खान है, अक्षय कुमार है, वो outsider से हो जाता है। तो outsider always has to struggle to get inside, and जो insider होता है वो ज्यादा competition के बारे में सोचता है, because outsider ही competition होता है। तो मैं एक outsider हूँ। I have no connections in the writing industry. I know nobody in the writing industry. अभी कुछ friends हैं, और कुछ मे बी गिने चुने 1-2 लोग हैं जिन्होंने मेरी मदद की टू बिकम अ राइटर। जैसे सबसे ज्यादा मदद तो मुझे नील de Silva सर ने दिया था, और एक और राइटर एंथिया बालाजी, उन्होंने दिया था मुझे, काफी असिस्टेंस दी थी। बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट मैं किसी को भी नहीं जानता हूँ इस फील्ड में। और मेरे पब्लिशिंग कंपनी ऑथर सिंह का निकेत कपूर, और उनके एक दोस्त है निखिल महाजन, मैं और किसी को भी नहीं जानता इस राइटिंग इंडस्ट्री में। सो आई एम बेसिकली कमिंग, सो मैं कंपटीशन के बारे में क्या सोचूं जब मैं खुद कुछ नहीं हूँ। तो आई हार्डली थिंक अबाउट कंपटीशन, एंड अगर कंपटीशन हो भी जाता है तो मुझे कौन सा इसमें कुछ पैसे कमाना है, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा राइटर बनना, ऐसा थोड़ी ना मेरे मन में कुछ है। मैं बुक लिखना चाहता हूँ जो लोग पढ़ें, अगर मेरी बुक अच्छी है तो कुछ लोग पढ़ेंगे, किसी और की बुक ज्यादा बिकी तो मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, किसी और की बुक कम बिकी तो मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है। That in my like I'm not 20 years old trying to achieve something, ये मेरी जॉब नहीं है कि मुझे CEO बनना है किसी कंपनी की, एक शौक है जो मैं कर रहा हूँ, तो क्या कंपटीशन।
एंड इट्स लाइक कि जब हम कोई चीज़ सर पैशन के लिए करते हैं तो वी डोंट गो फॉर कंपटीशन, लाइक हमारा अपने खुद से रहता है कि नहीं ये मेरे माइलस्टोन से इन्हें बस अचीव करना है मुझे, व्हाट पीपल आर थिंकिंग और व्हाट पीपल आर डूइंग क्या मतलब है अपने।
हाँ बट एक ऑफ कोर्स आप देख लेते हैं कि कंपटीशन मतलब आप दूसरों से सीख जरूर सकते हैं। हाँ जैसे आप किसी और नए राइटर्स हैं तो आप देख सकते हैं, वो आई डोंट थिंक सो मच राइटिंग आप नए राइटर से सीख सकते हैं, बिकॉज नए राइटर्स की अपनी एक दे माइट बी ग्रेट बट दे आर आल्सो पॉलिशिंग देयर क्राफ्ट जस्ट लाइक यू आर। सो perhaps from new writers you can learn marketing, because आजकल जो नए राइटर्स हैं not older than me in the writing field if not in age, but definitely not the last 10 years में जो राइटर्स आए हैं, काफी बहुत सक्सेसफुल राइटर्स आए हैं, उनकी मार्केटिंग बहुत फैंटास्टिक होती है, उनकी सोशल मीडिया प्रेजेंस बहुत फैंटास्टिक होती है। ये सब चीजें आप उनसे सीख सकते हैं। और जो ओल्डर मास्टर्स हैं राइटर्स राइटिंग के, उनसे आप राइटिंग की क्राफ्ट सीख सकते हैं, उनकी स्टोरी टेलिंग टेक्निक सीख सकते हैं। सो रादर देन ट्रीट देम एज कंपटीशन, perhaps from the masters you can learn how to write, and from the new kids in the block, new kids on the block, you can learn how to market your product more successfully in this cluttered market.
So do you think, sir, like after being published as an author, marketing is also playing a major role in these days? Like earlier we used to see like the author and not the author but the publisher used to do all those marketing pieces, but nowadays what we are seeing that the author is also interested in marketing from their own side. So do you feel like marketing is going to be like a 50-50 ratio for publishing and all those things?
I think marketing has become more important than anything else now. And I think in olden times, like we already discussed, जैसे क्रिकेट का एग्जाम्पल लिया था, कुछ गिने चुने लोग होते हैं जिनकी कुछ गिने चुने पब्लिकेशन होती हैं, उन्हीं लोगों को फिर से छापते हैं और वही तरीके की स्टाइल होती है और वही एक तरीके की बन जाते हैं कि भाई अमिताभ बच्चन एक्टर है तो सब लोग अमिताभ बच्चन जैसे ही एक्ट करने लगते हैं। तो एक उस तरह की एक थी। अभी जो सेल्फ पब्लिकेशन की वजह से there is no roots. I mean, anybody can write any way they want, right? जैसे कोई ये फील्ड कर कोई erotic thrillers लिख रहा है, कोई horror लिख रहा है, हर एक की अपनी एक स्टाइल होती है, and कोई social media type language में लिख रहा है, कोई languages mix करके लिख रहा है. So everybody is evolving their own style. ये नहीं कि भाई आप ऐसे लिखेंगे तो हम पब्लिश करेंगे वरना आपकी पब्लिश नहीं करेंगे, मत पब्लिश करो, सिर्फ पब्लिकेशन में लोग चले जाते हैं. तो this is there's a huge lot of a variety in the way people are writing, and the most important way now you got to get through is through is basically through marketing your work, because everybody now needs to market their work, otherwise nobody will ever see your book, because there's so many books out in the market that people have a choice to buy a multitude of options. So why should they pick up your book, right? You really need to market it. So marketing is a necessary evil. बट बिफोर यू टॉक अबाउट मार्केटिंग, आई मीन अगर आपने मार्केटिंग पढ़ी होगी तो मार्केटिंग में एक चीज होती है, पहले हुआ करती थी, अभी थोड़ी एडवांस मॉडल्स हैं, बट बेसिक मॉडल ये था 4 P's ऑफ मार्केटिंग करके कहते हैं, प्रोडक्ट, प्लेस, प्राइस एंड प्रमोशन करके कहते हैं. तो प्रोडक्ट तो पहले बनती है, तो वो आपकी किताब है, तो यू हैव टू मेक द बेस्ट पॉसिबल प्रोडक्ट दैट यू कैन मेक. प्लेस होती है डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, अमेजोन है, फ्लिपकार्ट है, बुक स्टोर्स हैं. फिर होती है प्राइस, अब 499 की बुक रखेंगे एज ए न्यू ऑथर, नोबडी इज गोइंग टू बाय इट. देन फाइनली प्रमोशन. ये चारों चीज की जरूरत है. अगर एक चीज भी मिसिंग हो गई तो बुक, बाकी 3 चीज मिसिंग हो गई तो बुक खरीदेगा नहीं कोई. अगर प्राइस गलत हो या प्लेस गलत हो या प्रोडक्ट गलत हो तो कोई खरीदेगा नहीं. और ये सब चीज सही भी बैठते हैं तो unless you promote the product effectively, people don't even know the existence of the product, right? So some great books I know have not had the audience because the promotion has not been appropriate. So obviously marketing is important. Let's not fight against the fact that marketing की जरूरत है. भाई marketing की जरूरत है, हर चीज में marketing की जरूरत है. आपको अच्छी गर्लफ्रेंड चाहिए तो you will have to market yourself. अच्छी बॉयफ्रेंड चाहिए तो you have to market yourself. You want to get a job, you have to put a CV भी एक marketing है. दुनिया में पत्नी से लेके, पति से लेके, बॉयफ्रेंड से लेके, जॉब से लेके, हर चीज में मार्केटिंग है. इसमें क्यों नहीं होगी? ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ.
Definitely. Okay, so like now let's talk about yourself. Like, what was the happiest moment of your life till now, if you can share with us?
Yeah, actually, मुझे I don't know the answer to this question, but perhaps the happiest moment is yet to come. ऐसे सोच सकते हैं.
Okay. And how do you celebrate your success?
कुछ नहीं, nothing much. I don't. I don't.
Okay, so you remain constant.
I don't really celebrate.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't really celebrate successes or anything like that. I mean, I guess in a way I can say that अगर मैं किसी चीज की वजह से बहुत खुश हूँ, समझ लीजिए कि this book, of course, it's nice because it has been a bestseller for the last 2 months. And for a new author to be in the top 3 or even 5, sometimes it's slipped, but generally 1, 2, 3 for 60 days for an unknown commodity. It's a very big deal. It is something that I had never thought of, and so that is definitely a success. And then when people are saying good things about the book, established authors are telling good things about the book, when other people, reviewers, are telling good things, not just regular readers, even people write to you and say this is very nice, etc. तो आपको एक खुशी तो होती है, एक intrinsic satisfaction is definitely there in this book, as well as when sometimes some things happen, like because मैं एक प्रोफेसर हूँ, अगर मुझे एक टीचिंग अवार्ड मिलता है या मेरी कोई पब्लिकेशन बहुत बड़ी जर्नल में जाती है, तो obviously you feel a little happy, and when that happens, I guess you can call that success. And if that is the definition of success, then perhaps apart from telling my wife, the one other thing I would do is I'd call my parents and tell them, because they feel they would feel very, very happy, because they are still in this slightly naiver than I am in life. So when they hear that I've done very well, they feel a bit happy, and that makes me happy. So apart from that, that's perhaps telling my wife and telling my parents are possibly the only things I do in case of success. Of course, many years ago, when I was younger, 2005, 6, at that time when I was just coming out of university and so on, at that time, अगर कुछ हो जाती है तो obviously दारू party. That's celebrated the success those days.
Yeah. And how do you tackle your failure?
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बहुत बार फेल हो चुके हैं. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Another day.
But means you never give up.
I think it depends on the depends on the extent of the failure. जैसे अगर पर्सनल फेलियर्स अगर कुछ हो तो वो तो काफी टाइम हो गया वो सब चीज़ों को, तो वो उसमें जो रिएक्शंस थे वो बहुत गलत तरीके के रिएक्शंस थे पर्सनल फेलियर में, जो आई थिंक आई मैच्योर्ड एंड गॉन ओवर ऑल दोस थिंग्स. एंड नाउ आई थिंक इफ देयर इज अ फेलियर, इट्स पॉसिबली गोइंग टू बी अ प्रोफेशनल फेलियर. एंड ऐसी मेरी सिचुएशन नहीं है कि मैं किसी प्रोफेशन के फेलियर मुझे इतना अफेक्ट करेगा. इट डजंट रियली मैटर टू मी. So even if something has failed, like suppose I haven't got a publication in the journal, or I don't know what else could be the definition of a professional failure. हाँ, एक business हमने start की थी, वो ज़्यादा चली नहीं, but it didn't really affect, because आज नहीं चली तो कल चल जाएगी.
Yeah. Okay, so my last question to you, sir, is what are the advices which you would like to give to new authors, who are just listening to this and want to start writing or want to just go and publish a book? So what's that piece of advice would you like to give to them?
ये तो आपको एक established author को पूछना चाहिए. मैं खुद ही न्यू author हूँ, तो मैं क्या किसी को advice दूंगा? I mean, I just don't have the experience, but I can share what happened with me. That's
yeah, definitely, sir, because at least what I feel, sir, everyone has a story, everyone has some learnings in their life which they can share and people can learn from them. So if you can, please.
So see, the one unique thing about me in my writing journey is that when I wrote something, I did not want to write a book that is run of the mill. If I had to write something, it had to be something not only story wise quite effective. I also wanted to do a lot of innovations in my writing style. जैसे आप academic writing लिखते हैं तो आप तभी publish हो पाते हैं जब आपकी method एक novel हो. So when I wanted to write, also I wanted to write in a very unique way. For example, एक book में आप देखेंगे कि I have experimented with a kind of writing where there is a funny and a sad instance in every page. So there's a joke in every page, there's something sad in every page. And वो ऐसा होता है कि जो आदमी tragic situation पे होता है, but the circumstances of it look very funny. जैसे एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ आपको. एक आदमी जा रहा है, उसकी बहुत ज्यादा दुखी, उसका दिल टूट गया है, उसको समझ नहीं आ रहा जिंदगी में क्या हो रहा है. उसके पास एक टूटी हुई लूना है और लूना में इतना फास्ट जा रहा है और उसको लग रहा है कि एक हाई एंड कार जो उसके साथ जा रही है उसमें उसका दुश्मन बैठा हुआ. So he's trying to race a Luna in the car. The situation is quite funny, but the man's state is very bad. So आप हंसे या रोए ऐसे सिचुएशन पे. एंड ये जो टेक्निक ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग है कोई नई चीज नहीं है. अगर आप मेरा नाम जोकर देखेंगे राज कपूर की, इट्स अ क्लासिक कल्ट फिल्म. तब चली नहीं, बट इट इज अ ग्रेट फिल्म, वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट फिल्म्स एवर. तो जोकर रोता रहता है बट ऐसा लगता है लोगों को कि क्या हंस रहा है, उससे ऑडियंस में और दुख बढ़ता है. दैट्स अ टाइप ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग. वो ले लीजिए, या रेफरेंस टू जॉर्ज ऑरवेल की स्टोरी ले लीजिए, या रेफरेंस टू क्लासिक्स ले लीजिए. ऐसे बहुत सारे मैंने क्लासिक्स के रेफरेंस दीजिए. और पॉप कल्चर कम से कम 20-25 हीरो या हीरोइन की रेफरेंसेस है इसमें. जैसे ये लड़का है कि वो स्मिता पटेल से बहुत प्यार करता है जवानी में, तो वो स्मिता पटेल के रेफरेंस हो गया, अमिताभ बच्चन के रेफरेंस, सब एक कॉमिकल तरीके के पॉप कल्चर रेफरेंसेस हैं, क्लासिक्स के रेफरेंस. सो आई वांटेड टू राइट अ प्रोडक्ट दैट इज और क्रिएट अ प्रोडक्ट दैट इज वेरी यूनिक. सो आई एम प्रीटी श्योर दैट लोग जब ये बुक पढ़ेंगे तो उनको लगेगा कि ये किसी ऐसे नहीं कि ऐसे 4 बुक चल गए, 5वां मैंने लिख दिया, ऐसा नहीं. People when they read the book, they will appreciate that this is a new kind of storytelling. The content will be new, the style of writing will be new. They will really appreciate that it is a different one. So that's one thing, is that you cannot compromise on the product. If it takes you 1 year to create a good product, it takes you 1 year. If it takes you 2 years, then it takes you 2 years. You cannot compromise on the product, because आप, जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा था, आप उस पर्सन से 150-200 रुपीज नहीं ले रहे हैं. आप उस पर्सन से 4 घंटे, 5 घंटे, 6 घंटे उनकी जिंदगी के ले रहे हैं. जो वो किसी के पिक्चर देख सकते थे, वो राज कपूर के पिक्चर देख सकते थे, गुरुदत्त के पिक्चर, मणिरत्नम के पिक्चर देख सकते थे, या गौतम मेनन के पिक्चर देख सकते थे. could have seen some classic movie, right? और विनोद चोपड़ा की मूवी देख सकते थे. But they're reading your book, right? So you're taking that time, so you owe it to them to create. You cannot become Jane Austen, you can't become Shakespeare. You are who you are, but you have to give the best possible product that you can. That's number one, right? वो आपको देनी पड़ेगी. उसके बाद आपको, you have to be careful in terms of everybody wants to get published in a major publishing house. Who doesn't? I want to, yeah. But the point is, how long would you wait for that? And what is the certainty that you will get published by a major publication house? Because publication houses also look for a track record of publications. It's a catch-20. It's almost like, how do you beat the situation, right? A chicken and egg kind of story हो जाती है. आप publish होंगे तो हम आपको publish करेंगे. भाई आप publish नहीं करोगे तो हमें publish कैसे होगा? So sometimes, you can't wait forever waiting that a publication house will pick you. First of all, एक नए author की book आपको लगता है कि आपकी book fantastic है, but you have to compare with other people. होगी ना होगी पता नहीं, वो आप पे होता है. That depends on your book, but you cannot just assume that people will come flocking for your book. At the same time, if you're going to a self-publication option, you got to be careful, because self-publication, इतने सारे self-publication houses हैं, आधे से ज़्यादा तो झूठे होते हैं और cheats होते हैं. So you have to, if you know somebody, then they put you in touch with a good self-publication house. या आजकल जैसे Author Inc. मेरी publication house है, वो self publication भी करते हैं, वो traditional publication करते हैं, वो mix भी करते हैं. तो इनको the reason I was grateful to meet Aniket Kapoor of Authors Inc. was because my good friend and mentor Neil DeSilva knew him. And he introduced me, so I did not have that much of an option. He gave me a few options of इनके पास जाइए, उनके पास आइए. मेरे पास एक traditional publication deal भी थी, but मेरी जो book है उसमें कई सारे bad words हैं, कई सारे erotic layers type हैं, and those people wanted me to change those things, which I was not willing to do. वो की इफेक्ट चली जाएगी. And Aniket was, you know, brave enough to say, sir, आप जो करना है कीजिए, I'll support you. He was quite, you know, he gave me that confidence that आप publish कीजिए मेरे साथ, I will not make you edit something that you don't want to edit. So he gave me that kind of option, and because, you know, I could afford to, you know, take this book to him, and, you know, I didn't and I, when I say afford, I mean अगर कोई बड़ी publication हो publish नहीं करती तो मुझे ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता था. It's okay for me, right? So I was willing to take that risk. So I went for this kind of. I would have gone for self-publication if I had not met Aniket, but Aniket was happy to give me a Authors Inc. Was happy to give me a traditional publication offer. So I took that up from him. So I was lucky in that way. But I guess, you know, it's not a HarperCollins, it's not a Hachette, it's not a Rupa, it's not a Penguin. You know, it's not that. I agree. But, you know, hopefully, if this book is successful, those things will also come. So I'll say
Definitely,
that choose your wisely, choose your pricing wisely, choose your marketing wisely, and never compromise on the product, because ultimately it's the product that's it. Book is a product first. Everything else falls in after that. Will you read a book that's not good? You won't. So why should somebody else read a book that's not
definitely because it's the main thing which you are going to market, which people are going to buy and spend time. So that has to be the main thing.
Exactly.
You have to focus on that. Yeah. Okay. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the podcast. Do follow our podcast, Reading the Author, and don't forget to buy the book Rock's Love Diary. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on our show. We are highly grateful to have you on the show today, sir.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you.